I have a question. Are you a judge? You don't have any jurisdiction over me. I would argue you don't have any jurisdiction, okay? No, I'm Anthony Mathis, the living man, here in special appearance for Anthony Winston Mathis, also acting in my proper capacity of the trustee of the trust. If the plaintiff cannot come to court, then this shall be dismissed. That's failure.
Or you may walk a cash check or charge into the court district court. Please don't interrupt the court, sir.
This judge absolutely annihilates a sovereign citizen in a Zoom court hearing. And trust me, it's one for the books. The case itself is simple. The defendant ran a red light, and the officer who pulled him over showed up to testify. Under traffic law, that's basically a slam dunk. But of course, this guy isn't just any defendant. He's a full-blown sovereign citizen, and the nonsense arguments he throws out are beyond ridiculous. Honestly, it's hard not to laugh watching him dig himself deeper with every word. The judge doesn't let him get away with a single stunt, and the way this hearing unfolds is pure gold. Let me know in the comments what you think about how the judge handled it, and if you enjoy these courtroom showdowns, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's dive in.
You are Anthony Winston Mathis?
No, I'm Anthony Mathis, the living man, here in special appearance for Anthony Winston Mathis, also acting in my proper capacity of the trustee of the trust.
Very well, Mr. Mathis. Today's the date and time for your informal hearing. The citation before the court, Mr. Mathis, indicates that on May the 24th of this year at approximately 9 p.m., you are operating a 2024 Ford Edge, black in color, on 11 Mile Road, near Washington, in the city of Royal Oak. And at that place and time, you committed the civil infraction of impeding traffic. Impeding traffic, sir, is considered a lesser included offense within nearly any moving violation. And Officer Moran indicates in his detailed note that your vehicle was on East 11 Mile Road at Washington and disobeyed the traffic signal. The officer had a green arrow and therefore driver had a red light. Mr. Mathis, you have three options, and three options only, sir, in the protection of your own rights. You may, sir, admit responsibility in this matter. The court will attach the scheduled fine and that will close the case. Or, Mr. Mathis, you may admit responsibility with an explanation that you believe mitigates these circumstances, or you have every right to deny responsibility, and the court will swear the parties and will take testimony. What would you like the court to do for you today?
Well, I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
The court does mind. You need to make a plea. I am required by law.
No, I don't plead to anybody. I only plead to the Most High. Who are you?
I am Magistrate William Urick, P43273. I am a sworn judicial officer of this district. We are here for your informal hearing that you requested. This court is required by law, procedure, and court rule to take a plea. The motorist requesting this informal hearing, that being you, must make such a plea. You may admit responsibility in this matter.
I don't plead to anybody but God.
You may admit with an explanation, or you may deny responsibility, and the court will swear the parties and will take proofs. What would you have the court do for you today?
I don't plead to anybody.
Very well. Officer Moran, and Mr. Mathis,
before we even get into the cop's testimony, I've got to say, this judge is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorites to watch. His no-nonsense, straight to the point, and the way he calmly ignores every bit of sovereign citizen nonsense is just chef's kiss. Honestly, that's the best way to deal with these people. Arguing with them only feeds into their delusions. But this judge doesn't take the bait for a second. He just shuts it down smooth as can be, and it's such a satisfying thing to watch. But what do you guys think of the judge so far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious if you enjoy his style as much as I do. Now, let's get back into this hearing. Sajid. So get this. The defendant actually claims the judge has no jurisdiction over him. Like, if that's what he truly believes, why even bother showing up in the first place? This argument always collapses the second they try it, because spoiler alert, the court absolutely does have jurisdiction, especially with something as straightforward as a traffic violation in the state. It just blows my mind that sovereign citizens keep trying this same tired playbook. And honestly, I can't tell if this guy is genuinely clueless or just pretending to be dumb. It's hard to say at this point. The whole movement feels like it's spiraling out of control, with more and more of these people popping up every day. But what do you think? Is this guy playing dumb, or is he really this far gone? Let's dive back in and see how it plays out.
Magistrate, on May 24, 2024, at approximately 9 p.m., I, Officer Moran, was in the area of East 11 Mile in Washington when I observed 2024 Ford Edge black in color with Michigan plate Edward John Lincoln 6501. I was at the light at East 11 in Washington when I had the green arrow to turn. That vehicle then proceeded through the light. As I looked up at the traffic light, that light was red for that driver.
With respect to your selection of citation, you elected to simply issue a ticket for impeding traffic. Is that correct?
I did, Magistrate, at that time.
That's based on your discretion, your training, and your experience.
It is.
Thank you. You obviously have the right to rebuttal if you choose to use it, Officer Moran. Mr. Mathis, it is now your turn. What would you like the court to know, sir?
So, I have a question. Are you a judge?
Mr. Mathis, the court has already indicated it is a sworn judicial officer. It is exercising its jurisdiction lawfully over you. So, questioning the court's authority.
You don't have any jurisdiction over me. I would argue you don't have any jurisdiction. Okay,
Mr. Mathis, the officer has already testified as to the facts of the case. It is now your turn to testify. You can tell the court anything you wish the court to know, focusing solely on the events of the date in question. What would you like to tell the court?
The plaintiff is the city of Royal Oak. Please bring the city of Royal Oak. Where's the city of Royal Oak?
Michigan law makes it crystal clear. Traffic violations like running a red light are considered offenses against public safety, not individual people. That means you don't need a victim for the case to be valid. The state itself acts as the plaintiff because blowing through a red light puts everyone on the road in danger, and that alone is enough to land you in court. Honestly, I have no idea where this guy got his legal knowledge from. Maybe a quick Google search gone wrong, but it definitely isn't how the law works. Anyway, let's get back into the hearing.
The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak, sir.
Where's the city of Royal Oak?
Are you asking where it is geographically, or are you asking where it is in
right
terms
now,
of who's present on behalf of the city of Royal Oak?
Where is the city of Royal Oak? Please bring the.
The court doesn't understand your question. Are you asking where it is on a map, or where is the officer?
No, I know exactly where it is on the geographic location, but where are they right now?
The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak as a sworn and certified Michigan peace officer. So, what else would you like to tell the court, Mr. Mathis? And please, again, the court suggests that you focus on the events of the date in question.
Okay. Well, could you please bring forth the injured party? Was anybody injured?
This is not a tort case, Mr. Mathis. It is a case written under the vehicle code of the city of Royal Oak as it is adopted.
As I was traveling, the officer turned on the lights. No one was injured. So please bring forth the injured party. Based on the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment right, I have a right to face my accuser. If the plaintiff cannot come to court, then this shall be dismissed. That's failure.
Do you think the $175 fine was fair in this case? Personally, I think it was the perfect outcome. The judge didn't waste time with this sovereign citizen's nonsense. He stuck to the facts, applied the law, and kept everything on track. In Michigan, running a red light is treated as a civil infraction, not a criminal offense, and fines like this are meant to protect public safety. Sure, in his fantasy courtroom, maybe his arguments made sense to him, but in reality, state law doesn't bend to made-up rules. I've got to give credit to the judge for handling it with patience and professionalism, even though the defendant was constantly trying to derail the hearing. That said, part of me wishes the judge had gone further and held him in contempt. With the level of rudeness and disruption this guy brought, it would have been satisfying to see an extra penalty on top of the fine. But what do you think? Was the $175 enough, or should the judge have hit him harder? And the big question I'll leave you with: do you think this guy actually believes what he's saying, or is he just playing dumb to dodge responsibility? Let me know in the comments, And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like and subscribe for more cases like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Please bring forth the injured party. If you can't bring forth the injured party, then this needs to be dismissed now.
Mr. Mathis, is there anything else you wish the court to know?
You guys can't bring anyone forward. As far as the injured party, no one was injured. You guys.
Mr. Mathis, I will ask you one more time. The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak. This is not a case alleging physical harm or breach of contract.
Why are you trying to charge me?
This is a civil case under the Motor Vehicle Code, as it was decriminalized in 1979. This is a civil matter. The burden of proof is a preponderance of the evidence. The officer has testified as to what he observed, and it is now your turn to testify as to what occurred. There is no requirement under the rules of procedure, civil, in this operation as of today, that requires a quote unquote injured party to be present. The officer has stated very clearly and fairly and plainly what he observed that day. So as to your testimony related to the date in question, is there anything else you would like the court to know?
No, it isn't. If you guys can't bring any injured party, injury. You guys are.
Officer Moran, any rebuttal testimony?
No rebuttal testimony.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mathis, the burden of proof in a civil case is a mere preponderance of the evidence. The officer, a duly sworn and certified Michigan peace officer representing the city of Royal Oak, which is one of two cities upon which this court has jurisdiction, has put his testimony forward. There is nothing in the record that has rebutted any of it. Therefore, the court is finding you responsible for the citation as it was written. The fine for that serves $175. That is payable through the pay portal on the 44th District Court website, or you may walk a cash check or charge into the 44th District Court. Please don't interrupt the court, sir. You may walk a cash check or charge into the 44th District Court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 and 4:30. That's due within 7 days, Mr. Mathis. If you take exception to the court's ruling, you may post a bond in the amount of $175 within 7 days, and the matter will be placed upon the formal hearing docket of the chief judge of the district, and at that time, the city of Royal Oak would be represented by a city prosecutor.